Hey everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to get on here and do some goddess talk and a little bit of cards, pulling some energy. Um, yeah, the energy's been pretty real the past couple of days, and I just felt like I needed to get on here and do some readings or just some energy exchanges. Wanted to start off with a daily read, and today's the 23rd. Mahalo for the person that's here. Okay, you are a holy people to the Lord of your God. So, I don't know, I got this the other day, and it's from Turkey, and I love the just this whole situation. I can't think right now. I don't know why. But basically, my girlfriend, she's Turkish Armenian, and basically, this is how I was introduced to the evil eye and just the protection of it. And I just, when I came across this, I mean, look how beautiful that is. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it just yet, but I have it present because there's definitely been no need for protection. The bubble is always there, especially for those with higher vibration, but you just got to keep that high vibration there and keep in mind that it's only light. So, anyways, September 23rd, adoration. You are a people holy to the Lord of your God. The Lord your God has chosen you to prepare for his treasured possession out of all of the peoples who are on the face of the earth. It's Deuteronomy 7:6. I like that message for today. And it's just a constant reminder of that each and every one of us has a purpose on this earth. And it's up to you to figure out if you're on the right path. So, keeping in the light and walking in the light of the Lord is very important, and just remembering to do good and to be a good person. Choosing the right and keeping those vibes high, keeping the right people, the right company. Where is the mallet? So check this. I have water. It's been raining all day in the singing bowl. And earlier on my Instagram, I did a quick live of chimes, and you could see the vibrations. I'm not going to be able to show you how it is, but you definitely are going to be able to hear it. But it's pretty phenomenal. Just, I remember growing up going on Tuesdays to Balboa Park, and there was a similar situation. You could rub the, um, I think it was a copper bowl. You can rub the copper bowl, and it would make the whole water just like vibrate and just spark up. And this is pretty much the same situation. And I remember as a kid just thinking, oh, wow, that's so amazing. So let's get these vibes going. Adoration, very, very important. Who do you adore? Who adores you? We're coming on a close to the ninth month, which nine is closing out things. Nine is realizing that every life purpose is within each of one of us, and understanding all the qualities. There's also been a really good explanation that we are all of the zodiac signs. We all encompass every characteristic. And so, it's not just your sun and your moon. I'm double fire. Sagittarius, Aries, and I believe I have Libra. And then, of course, I'm a rooster in zodiac. Okay, so let's get this going. Yeah. Do you hear how high? I mean, this is a very low. It's a low tone. This is crown chakra B. Do you see how low that is? And it was vibrating so high. So it was very transformative with this energy. Okay, so I think we're there. That was nice. Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to read a little bit more about this really quickly just because. Because God adores us, He allows us to go through some things that don't always feel good. But God is perfect. He is good, loving, and protective. We can trust that in those difficult moments, He is shaping and molding us to be more like Him, to grow fully into who He wants us to be. This is just literally a simple devotional morning and evening book that I picked up, and it's just for positive affirmations and just remembering to be devoted and giving praise and having thanks. So I like these messages in here. Sometimes there's some that are like, wow, super spot on, and there's also another. I like opening up a book and then like reading for that particular day. I also was gifted this really cool like type journal that has just every date on it, and you open it up and it says like on this day, and then there's like a sentence, and then you fill in the blank, and it's kind of cool to look back on what you wrote a couple of years ago, because there's like a pretty long list that you can like you can keep on doing it, and it's just like a simple you can write what's going on in that day, particularly to what that sentence is. So doing things like that helps you keep yourself busy and on a routine, and calls for reflection whenever you want to look back on maybe what you did a year ago and looking at your progress. So anyways, all right, I think we're going to chime into the Hawaiian mana cards, just because, I mean, it's just time. There's been some interesting energies around the island. There's change. There's weirdness. Definitely, you got to keep within your bubble. You got to stick to the people that are vibing high, and cutting out those that shouldn't be in your circle. I mean, it's unfortunate that there's a lot of low vibrational people out there. So just remember, you can keep them as friends if you need to, because if you're in a situation that just calls for you, like you can't because it's associated with other people, you could definitely keep that quietly to yourself and just continue to work on you individually. Just be selective, you know what I mean? I have been channeling behind closed doors and gated communities. So um, just gates. And I don't know what that means for people. So let's just see what's going on. I know what it means for me. All right, so I had some cards fall out. So Wahine, that's amazing. Come on. How does that just happen? I mean, I'm getting the chills here. So obviously we know Wahine is woman or wife, goddess, queen. The next one is, this is law or yard. So I'm getting the environment of you and your loved ones. I want to say la ua. And so this is having to do with people. So again, it's they or them too. So it is the people that you're around. So it's a confirmation. And the 9 card comes up. Oh my gosh, we spoke of the 9 of this, it's the 9th month. This is, oh my gosh, this is hiding. So it, just so weird. I have the chills just because, like, it's not weird actually. It's pretty amazing because it's just a major confirmation that, it is time to perhaps retract from certain and particular people, and like just the environment, like getting into a good environment. They or them too. It's being around people that are important. Whenever these cards come up, this is goddess, this is like the higher court. This is messages from the universe. This is whispers from the Kapuna, our ancestors. All right, so let's see what else is going on. And while we are doing our, I guess you can say, if you're going to go within and do your meditations and kind of retract, perhaps even um, go away, it's just, I'm getting a lot of retraction, behind closed doors. Like, what the freak? Like, I love it. I love it. So, all right. What, well, you heard me ask the question, so I had a flipper. Um, Puka. So it is exiting again. So we have these cards of red, these action words. So it is making that decision. Um, Gosh, it's 9 and 3. It's definitely, this is bottom of the deck, Mokaki, which is, I believe, gosh, dirty. So it is getting away from negativity, not being around things that don't serve in a positive way. All right, so it's exiting situations, it's exiting those people that aren't good. It is surrounding yourself with positivity. It is literally, you know, gosh, the law or the yard. It is just making your place your serenity. So, anyways, let's see what else is going on. So, during this time of retreat or retraction of negativity and mokakiness, which is literally, it was disheveled energy, and that's a descriptive word. So, disheveled. What are we supposed to be doing during this time? So, action. We have 6 and 13, ho'okuli, and that is to listen. Um, this is also like drowning out. So listening to the still and quiet. So it is really taking some time for meditation. 13, another action. We have, oh, that's awesome. This is to rise. So in order um, to come up, to level up, there is it's a really good time to take that pause. And then, oh my gosh, it's you single. So it's literally within you, divine feminines, queens, goddesses, empresses, to make these decisions and stick to them. Um, let's see what else is going on. All right, divine femmes, what could be used during this time to um, what's going to, like, while we go within our utilization during this time of meditation, deep thought, what will be happening? Actions. Answers will come. Answers will come. Descriptive. Gosh. Oh, big answers will come. This means, I mean, 9, again, a 9. This means fat. So abundance will come, and ideas and manifestations will come while this going within and meditating is happening. It's pretty awesome. And this has to do with people. It's you and 3 or more people, so it has to do with people. So perhaps when you go through this time of stepping back, there will be other people. We'll see what this is 11. There will be new people surrounding you, and the right people will come to your environment, because once you make space, um, and you create that lack, then there's going to be an opportunity for other people to come into your life, especially when you're on the right vibration. So 11, description of this is whispering. So um, it is the whispers of the universe that you need to listen to in terms of, I mean, this, I feel like that was, um, it's them or they, you, like, you're going to have some communications from the whispers. So while you're going within, a lot of red here, so a lot of rooted situations. um Spirituality. mind, body, and spirit definitely needs to come into an alignment here. It is the time for change. The nine situation, it is a completion of a cycle. So whatever is happening, this is inevitable. So it's a really good message for divine feminines. I mean, especially if you're trying to um, help keep the vibration for your soulmate, your counterpart, because you don't know what they're necessarily going through. I mean, especially if you guys are mirroring. So you want to mirror this positivity. And, perhaps you can have some communication um, through your meditations, through the different dimensions. Okay, so beautiful. And another 11 comes up. So it's beautiful. I mean, I'm gonna. I like with these cards. It's like once they come out together and then they end, it's like a sentence is complete. But again, 1111 comes up as I spoke about counterparts, and it's the beautiful whispers. So, two, it's time to close something out, which I just said it's the end of a cycle. So 11, 11, 2, and then another 11. I love this. So, um, this is to yell, which is the opposite of whisper. So it is once you get the answers and the whispers and your revelations throughout this meditation, it's, time to speak up about something. So opening up to information that you are receiving, write it down, pay attention to the messages. All right, I love these messages. All right, I just put all the cards back in. Let's get some messages from the universe. Oh, okay. I'm not going to take that. This just came screaming to me. This is fake situations. So, it is also a card of the heavens. So, it's not necessarily like a negative card, but let's just see what else comes out. So, the next one is head. So it is paying attention to your mind, and maybe to realize that some of things that are in the mind, this is having to do with people. Kawa is we are us too. So it's a message of messages, fake messages of the head that may be like not correct. So I want to say paying attention to deception. So I feel like that's a warning here from the universe. It's deceptive information that might intrude on the truth. So I mean that's pretty, like, obviously deception and truth. It's like fact or faux. You know what I mean? Like false or uh, true or false. So it is paying attention, those that are true and those that are false, because I mean the definition that comes up to that, this is fake or friend, or I mean foe and friend. So um, it is determining what's true. What's holding the truth. So it's being wise with the people that you're with. And I mean, like, I wasn't even trying to go, like, the message that just comes out sometimes is just pretty interesting, right? I mean, who knows who this message is meant for, but it is a pretty good message just across the board, generally. Also, I'm going to plug my website, adaliavicente.com. I'm going to switch up my merchandise, so to speak, in terms of what I'm offering. There's a couple things. Some people have been requesting for some personalized meditations, because I think they like or enjoy my voice. I mean, I know how to sing. I do. Uh, I'm not perfect, but I think. I mean, I've had some requests just because a lot of people are interested in also the binaural beats that I have had in the background sometimes. And so, anyways, I'm probably going to switch that up. They're going to be fairly inexpensive just because it's easy. And I mean, I'm just here to help and soothe and hopefully bring some high vibrations to people. And I do. Let me double check something. I don't have it memorized, but I am on day 456 of affirmations. I started doing affirmations daily back in 2018, and it was the end of June. And I have it on my calendar because that's like day one of when I started. And so it's a constant reminder to do these positive affirmations. And it's transformative and it's life changing, especially with your. Like when you when you need a reset, or if you're feeling sluggish, like you just, it pushes you to do positive things, even if you do forget to literally do your affirmations, listening to something else. It's weird because you're like, oh, I better make up for it. So there have been days, but then it's the fact that you still remember that you forgot, and then you still have time to make up for it. But generally it is a 20-minute situation. There are some as little as 6 minutes, but it's just taking that time for yourself to love yourself. And it's just a reset always. And whether it's just you writing down the things that you are and the things that you aspire to be, like it's something just as simple as that. I am light, I am love. Just keep on saying that over and over and over again. Matt Kahn, he is a great person to subscribe to. I'm not even plugging him for anything other than that I just like listening to his teachings, and I really vibe with him, and there's a lot of things that I agree with. And he is just a really wonderful storyteller. Anyways, you should follow him, subscribe, because I love listening to his stuff. So, Hoa Paio, or Peo. It's so interesting because I've been trying to learn Hawaiian, right? Or just the way to pronounce things, and I get schooled all the time. Like I'm putting too much accent to it, I guess. Like, so I mean, look at how simple does this look? Hoa, to me, it should be Paio, right? I don't know, but it might just be Peo. Anyways, I'm sure somebody can correct me later. But anyways, it is a good message that to don't question your intuition, your head, being wise. So I'm gonna go with Mystic Monday Tarot because today's Monday and I was born on a Monday, and so Mystic Mondays. Let's go. Let's get some tarot messages for our divine feminine. In addition to our adoration and knowing how important it is to walk in the light. All right, let's go this. Let's put these away. No need for the fake friends out there, the foe. All right, sorry for the shakes. All right, Divine Femme. Let's get messages for Femme. Oh, quick, right there. Fool. It's the major restart. The major restart. So it is letting go of things in order for you to have this fresh start. There's a lot of light energy here though too. So basically getting rid of things as well. Standing on the edge of something very steep, like and pointy. It's as if you're not scared that you're going to slip or fall, especially when you're on this cliff. So yeah, like I mean, look at this card that comes up. It's again, you're kind of not, you're fearless at this point. So it is important as a queen, to know that this abundance is going to catch you regardless of what you do, especially if you are manifesting exactly that. And it is going to go your way. It is easier said than done, I believe, because we all are adults, right? And we do have a conscience, of fear, but fear is false evidence appearing real. But it's real in this 3D life. So it does, come up in our minds, especially if we don't know what is next, or if you're not feeling like you're being cuddled by the universe. Look at the 10 of Pentacles. So you're fine. You're good. Um, 10 of Pentacles shows up when there is just 100% alignment. So it is keeping that high vibration there. So don't forget to do those affirmations. It's very, very important. Um, Queen of Cups, though. Divine Femme definitely showing up. Um, Being the goddess that you are. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. No, I'm not going to take that. Let's just do a little shuffle here. All right, let's get some questions out there. Divine Femmes, what is happening right now? Um, I mean, we haven't had any divine masculine energy come up. What's going on between the divine femme and the masculine? What's happening? All right. Six of Pentacles. There's definitely balance being held. I'm also thinking that there's definite communication within the mind. So they are aware of each other. They're conscious of each other. Four of Swords, praying a lot. So there's a lot of 5D energy here. So through the Nine of Swords comes up. Okay, but this is only having to do with illusions, though. There's definitely something kind of hanging that's bugging. So there could be a little bit of heartache here and a lot of, but there's balance. So there's the balance, and then there's the praying of this situation between the divine masculine and feminine. So what is this Four of Swords here, and why is this Nine of Swords also available in terms of these thoughts hanging over the head? Because there's a choice and decision that needs to be made. We're getting a lot of nines again. Look at this. I mean, it's just very, very prominent in this the ninth month. So this cycle, it needs to come to an end, and it's inevitable. So that fresh start, though, it's about to happen. But there needs to be a transformation. Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You do go backwards, though. So the affirmation of manifestation of positivity and abundance is there. And then you do go backwards a little bit because something is definitely holding you back in terms of your mentality. So there's like a gridlock, and it's literally up to you to keep this balance and to move forward and to let some things go, to purge. Yeah, because once you do that, then there is that wonderful balance that comes. So it is a give and take situation. It is a letting go in order for something to happen positively, because this is union, this is love. So um, again, it's kind of just with any situation, fresh starts can happen when you put your mind to it and you do purge some things out. So whatever is bugging you, or even whatever's bugging the divine masculine, it's mirroring both to you and the femme. So sorry, you and the masculine, you guys are mirroring each other. So there's definitely some healing that needs to happen. So during that meditation that you're going to be doing, whether it's starting today or what is this new moon? When's the new moon? When is the new moon? And what is it in? Um, the next one is wait, that's in August 2019. Like, why does that even come up? Okay, we are looking for October. It says October 13th. So right now we're at a half mark, though. Let's see, current moon. Current moon phase. Sometimes it's so hard to get this information quickly. Sorry, not prepared. I didn't look. Um, what is the date of the next full moon? See, again, that's so weird. August 50, like, why is that coming up? Like, that's not even current news. Um, anyways, I'm just wasting too much time on that. I'm going to look at it later and I'll just put it on the description. But yeah, look at now Divine Masculine shows up, King of Swords. So there's some things that are coming up that maybe the truth is hard to handle. And that is why this Nine of Swords is also happening with both feminine and masculine. So the swords, though, it's more masculine, obviously, because yes, the Queen of Cups, she's abundant, she's ready for this new fresh start, but she's also having swords on her mind. So divine feminine, I'm telling you right now, it's just time to really get into that meditative mode and send those positive vibes out to the masculine. So I think that's the message that needs to be focused on for divine masculines. Let's see what the divine masculines want the feminines to know. Let's put these cards back in. Divine masculine, what is going on? Messages that you'd like your feminine to know. That did not really shuffle well. And then I'm going to close it up and move on to divine masculine reading. I mean, I'll probably get some messages of love from angels from that too. But okay, divine masculine messages for your divine femme. That is a lot. Should I take it? No, let's just keep on going. I don't feel it. I did see the death card twice right now, but let's just see. Divine masculine messages for your femme. Messages for your femme. I already saw that strength. Strength card comes up. Leo energy. Love that. Be like this tiger. It's yin and yang energy too. I'm kind of disappointed that I don't know when what this moon is in right now, because the moon comes up here. These did fall out, but I'm not going to take them. Let's see. Yeah. Communication, movement. So with this leaping type energy, communication, I don't know if you guys are in separation or if you're in communication. I mean, there are some people that, do not even know who their counterparts are yet, just yet, but they know that they're out there, obviously. But yeah, it's some kind of communication of some sort. So divine masculine is wanting to communicate and wants some movement. So there is like this shift that needs to happen, and it's divine feminine having the strength. Let's clarify this strength card real quick. Strength card, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, is that a time frame? I mean, that's in a year. So this movement. Wait, let's get these cards correct before anything. Okay, verify the strength card. Okay, so whatever. King of Cups. So Queen of Cups was there earlier. So this movement, I think he wants to move from the King of Swords to the the King of Cups, so they could be mirroring each other completely. So with this strength and helping out, it's going to help raise that vibration for the masculine. Yeah, and then 10 of Swords comes out. So what we had, the 4 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and now the 10. So there is definitely this needs to come to an end, not being around these people. So it's having the strength to move on and to keep that balance. I'm going to clarify the clarifier, because like, who is that for? Like, who is still feeling that betrayal? Oh, well, it's almost like it's inevitable. It's just like, it's this cycle. It's a part of something. So maybe there is going to be a situation where it's leaving that to the past, but then it's going to come back to you. And like, you're kind of, it's holding you back though. So somebody's being held back. There is some strength that needs to happen. And it's just a part of the cycle. It's like the cycle needs to close up. So the 10, you know, what comes after 10? It's 0, which we got the Fool earlier. So it is wrapping up that cycle. I mean, we're at the half mark right now for the current moon phase, according to that situation. But let's see what else is going on. We have the Lovers, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles that comes up again. So there is this balance. So yin and yang energy here. All right, let's do the messages of romance angels. All right, this is for divine masculine and feminine. What's up? Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. All right. Yeah, you guys love being around each other, like to the point where it's like this special embrace just by like each other's touch. So it's almost like, sometimes when, you don't necessarily know if this person is correct, or if you guys are the right people, or you're like a good match. I think through touch is pretty much, it's inevitable that you're gonna, figure out that this person is, I mean, obviously along with other things, but it's letting go of control issues to allow this situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, so even though there's maybe some question marks here and you don't know what's up, I mean, it is just a matter of time. Let's see, there's 3 more cards. Expressing your love. So it is that communication, 8 of Wands, it's communication, 3D, 5D, and also, just literally like affirming your love, reconciliation. So um, it's it's like inevitable. Somebody's going to return to your life, um, and you can manifest that. Give your relationship a chance, working on your partnership. Wow, those are nice messages. So if there was maybe a pause, or maybe some ghosting, perhaps this resting meditation, this retreat is going to help raise that vibration for you to get back on track. All right, let's get I just feel like I got to get Osho's insight on this. So let's do you, them, since somebody is watching. Let's do you. Let's do them. Advice. And then, wait, no. It's you, them, the situation, and then the advice. You, them. So we're going to get 4 cards. Gosh, got more than that. Oh, no. Perfectly 4 just came out. Okay. All right. You, it says vulnerability. Okay, so that's you. Them, wholeness, 40. And then the situation, misuse of power. And then self acceptance is your advice. So, when you are able to surrender to something, to the light, and kind of just let go of some things and make that space, this is mastering spirituality too. I mean, what does it take to surrender? You be vulnerable. So if that's going to help raise your vibration, you're kind of being at the mercy of your vulnerability in order for some things to kind of settle down. That creates this wholeness that helps balance. So they are looking like they are uh, working on a foundation, trying to cut some things out, and it's making them more whole. So um, vulnerability and wholeness, I mean, they do go hand in hand. So it is a really good balance there in regards to the situation. Where is the Osho? The Osho guide. 1 second. Ouch. Vulnerability, that's 15. So, 6 again, that's mastering. So okay, let's go to 15. I love reading from this book. It's a very, I mean, it's not like vintage or anything, but this is definitely a different explanation from Osho. Remember the trust with the master in any situation at any moment. It can be used to wake you up. Don't protect yourself. Be insecure. Be vulnerable. Surrender and place your trust in your master. So it is. It's not protecting yourself. It's literally letting those walls open up. Let's go to 40 wholeness, because even though wholeness is like, vulnerability and wholeness, like they give very, easy definitions, but Osho always has a twist sometimes. So let's see. Scissors here, wholeness. This is looking within and seeing if you are whole. Scissors are like the mind. They cut, they divide. The needle is like love. It brings things together. It heals what is torn apart. Open your heart to love, and love will make you whole. So they're working on it. They're working on healing. So if you are, obviously, if this resonates with you, I don't know if you're male or female, but it looks like your counterpart is working on healing and obviously being vulnerable. So there is this healing energy. It's definitely a healing time situation. It needs to come, like process it. 24 is misuse of power. Again, that's a 6. Let's get there. This is when you use power, you must have deep respect and love for others and for the whole of existence. Do not interfere with someone else's life from your own. Intellectual ideas. If you have power, don't manipulate others. Use it creatively. So, you know what? This is pretty much taking the spotlight off of them and focusing on you. It's just, demonstrating self-love, focusing on you and raising that vibration. That's your situation. So there is maybe too much focus on something. So move those flashlights facing you. Okay, the advice is 28, which is 10. So we had the 10 of swords. So this is self-acceptance. This is knowing. This is kind of goes to this whole, adoration passage for today. You're like a precious flower. You're absolutely the apple of your father's eye. He loves and cherishes you beyond comprehension. You are adored. The things that we go through are the things that we're meant to go through. So self-acceptance, 28. Let's get there. You can be no one but who you are. So relax. Existence needs you as you are. So, be who you are. And try to, perfect yourself in positive ways, but you are who you are for a reason, There is a little passage here, but it's quite long. I'll read the end. So just look at yourself. You can only be yourself. There's no possibility that you can be anybody else. You can enjoy it and bloom, and you can wither away if you condemn it. So, yeah, own it. Anyways, I think those are great messages of positivity, just good reminders, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to take a little break and then move on to the next reading. This currently is private, but I'm going to make it public. If you like it, please press the like button, share it. Anyways, it's a long message, and thank you for your time. Much love to you, and a lot of aloha. Thank you.